Phil has the pignosis. He mind and brainwashes his viewers into contributing. Make a contribution tonight. Here we go. You ready? Woo! Woo! Okay, I'm indoctrinated. Sounds good. And it's the power of cultish groupthink mentality. I'm a cult leader. I think the pignosis works.
I knew that was going to happen because it was making a noise. It was making a creaking noise. And I was like, what's making that creaking noise? And then the whole thing would fly. I knew it was going to move. All right. Let me grab my shit that just went flying. That was funny.
Guys, can we get some support? We only have one tip. That's it. You're telling me no one out there is going to do super chat. We can't get one gifted sub. We can't get one member on this podcast. You got to be kidding me. There's ample time. There's still a few minutes for ginormous contributions to come in. Like if someone just wanted to drop like a giant $100 tip or, you know, like a $50,000 tip, that'd be great.
If Eddie came to me for a steak deal, would I consider a slot stream? I don't know, because I don't know what that means. I don't understand how these steak deals work. I don't know about slot streams or anything, so I can't comment on it. I'm like completely uneducated, so I'm not going to say a word because I would probably just not know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to come to me for a steak deal, considering I don't even get 100 viewers on a stream. And we're seeing a huge drop-off in support on Kick now that basically all the Kino Casino viewers are gone. So I'm not getting much support anymore via Kick. It kind of sucks. I was getting a lot of support via Kick, and now it looks like it's going to go away, which stinks. But there's not much I can do about that, right? Fluffy Kitties, $2 super chat saying, I remind them of Wario. Well, there you go. I'm glad to hear that. Wario is, as we know, a huge gaming, caricature.
I took anger management classes. It wasn't actually a joke. That's why I haven't been negative.
Yeah, see, that's the truth. I don't care if people stay in the middle. If there's people who are like, I don't care either way, I like both. I like the casino, I like Phil. I'm okay with that. I don't give a crap. I'm not one of these people that's like, you must select sides and it has to be black or white, this one or that one. If you like both, go for it. Watch both. Support both. I'm happy for that. I really am. But sadly, what's happened is these people, are simps. A lot of these people are simps. They want to simp for the big boys. They want to simp for the big dogs, you know? And here's the other thing that I should say, because it's kind of funny, all right? So, dude, I'm going to say this and just get it out of the way, and I'm going to move on my merry way because I don't want to hang on this all day, all right? But here we go. You ready? Did you notice something about the difference between the work ethic of myself and Kino Casino? Did you ever notice the big difference? That I'm here 6 days a week streaming full-time, busting my ass, putting out content constantly for an audience, and they stream 3 times a week, not even a full day.
I work 6 days a week over full-time hours. I work more in the days that I stream than if I had a 9-to-5 job.
And then they take tons of time off, and then they're constantly on vacation, and then they cancel shows, and then they're late. Do you ever notice that? Do you want to know why that is? Because you guys simp for them. That's why. Because you simp for the casino, you enable them to have that kind of shitty work ethic. You understand? If you didn't simp for them every stream and throw them thousands of dollars for simply turning the stream on, they would have to work. And they would have to work more. And they would have to work harder. And they would have to have better events rather than just the same old shtick. They would actually have to innovate instead of just doing the same thing every time they turn on their fucking streams. Do you get it? They'd have to work more than 3 times a week. Wow, what a novel concept. You'd get more content if you didn't simp out as much. Me, I bust my ass because I'm the blue-collar dude who never had giant popularity. I always was the underdog on YouTube. I always did things differently. I didn't get the sponsorships. I didn't get the ball suckers. I didn't get any of that. So I've always had to break my back to make a living. Now, here I am 17 years later, and I still break my back to make a living, but I'm happy, and I get to make content that I like, and I don't have anyone simping for me.
Fuck you. You're a liar. Shout out to Only Iced Coffee.
Quite frankly, or I don't. I get people who are regulars who come by, but there's no one here who's like, oh, Phil turned on the stream, here's $1,000 just because. If you guys would stop fucking simping, they would actually have to work hard. They don't right now because you keep giving them everything for nothing. So if you're like, man, I hate it when the casino goes on a vacation after vacation after vacation after vacation, you're the one who's giving them the vacation. Don't you get that? It's your reason that they're doing that. If you didn't give them so much for so little, then they would have to work. It's called cause and effect. It's pretty simple. but people don't seem to understand. I've been saying this about the games industry all along, too. If you don't reward lazy game devs for lazy work by simping and buying all their games, then they'll do better.
I had no actual self-awareness.
How many people complain about how every Pokemon sucks, but then they buy every Pokemon anyway, and then they buy the merch, and then they buy the amiibo, and then they buy this? Well, they're never going to improve unless you force them to. If you keep simping for the casino, guess what? They're never going to improve. They'll always have the same content, only 3 days a week, delaying streams, canceling streams, bad work ethic, vacation after vacation. It will continue. It's direct cause and effect. I don't know why people don't understand that, you know? I just don't get it. But every time that I would see people would come on my streams and be complaining about the casino, they'd be like, why is the casino not streaming, Phil? I don't know. Maybe because last time they turned on their stream, you threw them thousands of dollars before they even said a word. Did you ever think about that? Like, now they don't have to work. Why are you a simp? I don't get it.
Oh my God, he's drinking sperm?
Anyway, that's just the point. So, you know, I don't understand. It's like people just don't have common sense. They don't. They just don't have any common sense at all. And then they complain. And why are you complaining? You're the one that created the situation. It happens in the gaming world. It happens in the content creation world, right? Take a look at the direct difference, okay? You have supported me in droves way more in the last 8 months. We're hitting goals, right? We're doing constant special events, the return of DSP tries it, the return of regular marathons that you get to choose what we're doing during them. We're doing special streams like Lego build nights. I'm constantly improving my setup. I'm buying things for the setup. I'm improving everything. Since you started supporting me more, all of the quality has massively improved. Like up, correct? What has happened since you guys started supporting the casino more? They work less and they take more time off. Maybe you should think about that a little bit. But the point is, it ain't gonna change because people simp because they're stupid. People don't simp for darksydephil. They come to darksydephil streams, they enjoy the content, and they say, oh, I really like this. I'm so happy that Phil sticks to his guns, hasn't changed, doesn't let others influence him. I'll support that. And so I really am kind of the blue-collar streamer. I do make a good living, but I have to bust my ass to get that living. You see, I don't have anyone who's kissing my butt, sending me ridiculous amounts of money for no reason. I have to actually earn it. That's the difference here, okay?
By the way, thank you, Only Iced Coffee. Shout out to Only Iced Coffee. I'm being told it's white collar versus blue collar. Well, whatever the fuck the term is, I don't give a shit. It's called having to work to earn your keep and being okay with busting your ass in order to earn stuff. Get it? Versus getting handed everything and then instead of rewarding, actually taking away. Review Dropbox USA did a $2 tip saying it's a cope. There's no cope. You're the one coping. Because when faced with reality, people who are simps can't handle it and immediately have to try to oh no, that's not the case. I'm not a simp. That's not what's happening. No, that's what's happening. That's literally what's happening. You're simps. You allow them to have that lifestyle because you're simps. And look who you're simping for. Holy shit. You're not simping for Pokemon. You're not simping for Amaranth. Look who you're simping for. Holy shit. I look disgusting.
No, you're talking about ambient temperature. You have no idea how actual heat works. I love people who are morons and say, but I went online. It says the ambient temperature in Renton right now is 60-something degrees. You're an idiot. You have no idea how fucking temperature works. It's hotter where the sun is hitting. Right now, the front of my house is literally pure sun. I've explained to you guys that when that sun hits this wall, the front wall of my house during the afternoon, this entire side of the house heats up by about 15 to 20 degrees like a clay oven.
Crispy bacon, you're a complete and utter fucking joke to life and a failure. It's absolutely delicious bacon. I love it. I love bacon. I don't eat it that often because it's not good for you, but I absolutely love bacon. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.